Hi there, welcome to my views on news. Two news stories. Firstly, an assassination in the Amhara region where a Prosperity Party official has been assassinated allegedly by Fano fighters, assassinated for raising money for security forces and militia members. And secondly, Taske Selassie, Ethiopian foreign minister, delivered a speech at a UN General Assembly session which is ongoing in New York. And the man talked about Ethiopia, Somaliland MOU, about Egyptian military entry in Somalia. The man talked about Al Shabaab too. What did he say? He made four important points in his talk about Somalia, Egypt, Al Shabaab, etc. I have a clip of that for you. Firstly, with the Amhara region of Ethiopia, viewers, where Fano fighters have been assassinating pro-government people since last year. Dozens of people in power on zonal Wareda level have been killed in attacks by Fano fighters. Generally, they don't claim responsibility for these attacks. And most of the killed are Amhara. So Amhara Fano fighters killing pro-government Amhara Prosperity Party members. Around 48 hours ago, a Wareda level official was shot dead in the Amhara region. It happened in Jiga. Jiga is in Gujam, and there Milako was killed. Milako was working as head of revenue of Jiga Wareda. Reportedly, according to Fano fighters, Milako has been involved in raising money to support militia, police. He has been very active in terms of providing logistical, financial support to strike force and militia members. And he was intercepted by Fano fighters when he was on his way from Jega to Finote Silam. There, his convoy came under attack by Fano fighters. They surrounded the convoy and they opened fire at his convoy. Milako has been killed. It is being reported by several sources. As I said earlier, we have lost count of assassinations in the Amhara region. It started from Girma Yishtila, the first main man assassinated allegedly by Fano in Amhara was Girma Yishtila, the senior Amhara Prosperity Party member, local level, not local level, but regional level government official, very close to Ethiopian Abiy. And then one after the other, we saw dozens of assassinations of Amhara Prosperity Party members, ENDF officers, police officers, strike force members, and assassination is ongoing. Assassination and ambush are two deadly tactics adopted by Fano fighters. And I don't think military or government can plan anything defensive to defend from these two types of attacks. Assassination can happen anytime. Ambush style attacks are also difficult to be defended. Obviously, with each and every convoy, you cannot deploy hundreds of weapons. Militaries have to be on the move. And not all the time militaries can secure their movement, especially in a civil war. Secondly, was Ethiopia level new allegations against Somalia. We know that Ethiopian and Somali foreign ministers and other foreign ministers are in New York attending UN General Assembly session, and their task as Selassie spoke. I think Ahmed Mualim Fiki will speak later. Obviously, he'll also talk about Ethiopia. He will respond to Task Selassie's allegations. What did the Ethiopian formation say? By the way, 2 days ago, they held a meeting at Task Selassie, and Amhara Feki, under the auspices of Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan, held a brief meeting, but no breakthrough. That is why Tatka Selassie lashed out at Somalia. He said that he defended the MOU. 4 points, main points of his talk is that firstly, Tatka Selassie defended MOU. Ethiopia is committed to the MOU with Somaliland. He said that the MOU is based on existing political dispensation in the region, in Somalia. Basically, he's saying that Somaliland is an existing political reality. It cannot be overlooked. Secondly, he said that similar agreements, similar MOUs have been signed by other states too with Somaliland, but no objections were raised. Yes, Somaliland built Berbera. Obviously, it was built through an agreement between Somaliland and UAE, and then other countries to sign these MOUs. I think the issue is that Ethiopia has agreed to recognize Somaliland as a country. No country ever agreed to recognize Somaliland as a country. That is why this MOU is different. Ethiopia cannot say it's an MOU like Somaliland signed MOUs in the past. No, it's a different MOU. Because if the MOU is implemented, Somaliland will recognize the country, and other countries will follow as well. Somalia could lose its claim to Somaliland. Secondly, Tazkasla said that the gains made by joint forces in Somalia could be lost. Basically, he says that if Ethiopian troops are expelled from Somalia, the fight against Al-Shabaab will be disrupted and territorial gains, etc., will be reversed. I don't want to comment on that. I don't think Ethiopia's expulsion from Somalia could just give new life to Al-Shabaab. If Egyptian troops replace Ethiopian troops, I don't think there will be a big change in Somalia in terms of the powers of Al-Shabaab. Thirdly, the man said that Somalia should join hands to eradicate local extremist terrorist groups which are a threat to the region. Basically, he proposed that Somalia should focus on internal issues. Fourthly, he said that Somalia is basically trying to divert the attention from its internal political issues by leveling false accusations against Ethiopia. By the way, Somalia says the same too, that Ethiopia wants to divert attention from its internal political situation by claiming access to sea, etc. And lastly, indirectly, Selassie addressed Egypt. He said that the outsiders from the Horn of Africa are destabilizing the Horn of Africa and they should stop. They must stop. International community must intervene because their entry could destabilize the region more. So, in whale terms, Ethiopia warned Egypt against making large-scale deployments in Somalia. In whale terms, Ethiopia said it is committed to the MOU with Somaliland. Indirectly, Ethiopia said that it's a reality that Somaliland is existing as a separate entity. Let's see what Malam Fiki says in coming hours, in coming days. He'll speak as well.
This memorandum of understanding with Somaliland is based on existing political dispensation in Somalia. Our objective is shared growth and prosperity in the region. Similar agreements have been concluded by other states, and there is no reason for the government of Somalia to incite hostility that obviously intends to cover internal political tensions. I therefore reject the unfounded allegation leveled against my country. Ethiopia's name can never be associated with any one of the allegations. I rather call on the federal government of Somalia to join hands to eliminate terrorist groups that are causing chaos and mayhem on the people of the region. The recent maneuvers of actors from outside the Horn of Africa region undermine these efforts. Nevertheless, Ethiopia will not be deterred from its resolute commitment to combating terrorism. We therefore call upon these actors to immediately stop their reckless actions. We also call on the international community to recognize the imminent risk originating from these irresponsible acts and to take concrete measures to prevent the loss of hard-won gains in combating terrorism in the Horn